Hi guys, I wanted to share this information with you. It's about herbal tea, spearmint. I buy a lot of herbal tea. I mainly get it from Holland and Barrett and, just general supermarkets. But there was one in particular that I wanted to get and I couldn't source it anywhere else other than the Tea Palace. I had to go to the tin, which is a 200-gram tin, and I bought a refill as well, which was 125 grams. Now, the tin cost me £12, but I think only because it was, the tin, because it's relatively the same thing. If you open it, what was in there was what's in the refill, plastic and then the aluminium can. Okay, so that's the price there. Okay, now I thought about this and I thought I really like this. I'm going to need a lot of it, and I thought let me ask somebody in Gambia to see if they can get it for me, because there's peppermint and then there's spearmint. There is a difference. And I asked them and then they thought, yeah, of course. And it being Africa, it was so easy for them to get it. It was cheap, and then it was easy for them to dry. It took them 2 to 3 days to dry, and they didn't dry it outside in the sun, because if you're doing it for medicinal purposes, if you do it in the sun, it's going to devalue the benefits. That's my address that I'm covering, but just for you to see that it's come to London, and then that's the declaration and the green sticker. Now, if we take a look at the one I got from Tea Palace, if you can see the color, yeah, you can tell it's green. It's leaf, of course, but it's very, very dark. And I'm just going to turn this over. And I've just labeled it, contents Nana. In Gambia they call it Nana, and they add it in so many things, but mainly for tea, and yeah. Okay, and it's come from the Gambia, West Africa. It cost them $200 for this amount. And this amount, $200 is about £4, $4.50, under £5. Now, if you imagine, I got this for £22, and I would say it was half of this. Probably even less because of the way it's packaged. This is quite, I think it's, the leaf it's not broken, but this one is. So really there's a lot more here. And I haven't opened it yet because I wanted to quickly make tea out of both of them just so we see the difference. The color I was talking about here, you can see this one. Well, I certainly can. And even it being in 2 yellow bags, I can see how green it is. And I did mention the person telling me that a medical practitioner told them that for medicinal purposes, you don't put it on directly with the sunlight because it will devalue it. Now, I would just wonder how this one got so dark. Was it done that way? I'm not trying to devalue Tea Palace because I really like going there. It's lovely, and it's it's a good, reputable business. It's a very reputable business. I don't think anybody can devalue it, so that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to say, if you use certain herbal teas and people in Africa, why don't you get them to post it? I can tell you how much it cost them to post it. It cost them $205, again, which is £4, so £8, and they said they posted it on Tuesday, and I got it today, which is on Saturday. Yeah, anyway, you might think, oh, £10 here, £10 there, it's nothing, but I think it's worth it. By the way, I got these 2 from Matalan. The flask cost me £4, and that cost me £3. It's really good, considering how cheap they are. They retain the heat so long. Yeah, 5-6 hours going, and I mean really, really hot. Closes very well. Okay, so we're just going to do the tea now. That's the stamps. You can see it's 2 for $100 and 1 for $5. That's just meaning it's registered. that's the two different leaves. That's the one from Gambia and that's the one from the UK. If I just zoom in, you can see that this one is really in bits, whereas this one, you can see that they're all in the whole leaf itself. And can't you just see those beautiful stalks? They're like purple, right? So pretty. And then when I made the tea, I just took a little bit out from each, and that's the one from Gambia and that's the one from the UK one. These big ones aren't anything actually. If you just spread them, you can see they're just little bits. And I've made them in teas now, and that's the. You can see this one is like a brownish color, whereas this one is sort of greenish. You can see it's clear with a hint of green, and this one, it's more brown, still clear though. And yeah, so I use about 3 teaspoons of each, and then I put the boiling water, and then I just used like a cover to cover it. That just helps with better infusion. And with the hot water, I'm sure you already know, I'm not trying to tell you, but boiling water, once it boils, just leave it for about a minute or so, then pour it. And never re-boil water because you lose the oxygen and then the tea doesn't infuse as it should do. That's about it really. Yep. Thank you for watching.